Good evening, guys. Welcome to the Big Blue Bandito channel. Tonight I'm bored out of my mind, so it is time to start another mini project. Tonight's project is decking out, let's see if I can do this, the modified 61 with some of the boards that were on the grain box, the rotten grain box on the 60. So my intention here is just to give me a surface to haul certain things if I need to. Right now in this configuration, it does not serve me well. So let's flip the camera around, show you the setup, and let's get started on this mini project. All right, we have Jazz, my apprentice. We have my miter saw or skill saw, or miter saw, I guess. And we've got the truck. We are going to be dicing up some of the wood that was on the 60. So we're going to start with this pile I've got on the deck here. As you can see, there's a lot of rot on the ends. So I'm just going to try and cut into these pieces and get to a solid area of the wood and use my PL adhesive to kind of bond the tongue and groove. And I've already taken my measurement. It's 34 inches across the rail to rail, so let's get started. There we have it, the first piece. We will check the fit. This is looking good, guys. So my intention, regardless of the condition of the top surface, we're getting clean cuts into solid, thick tongue and groove wood. And I want to deck this out and join all the pieces and securely fasten it. And we'll have somewhat of a flat deck to utilize for hauling. So there we have it, piece one. Let's keep her going. Okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing here. This is going to be actually a relatively easy project. Already got two pieces cut to size, tongue and groove. I mean, I've got to pull some nails out of the wood, but the look I'm going for here is to kind of utilize the old aged hardwood. Like, this is going to be, I think, pretty cool. And what I'm going to do is drill out 4 rivets so that the wood lies flat on the surface, and I'll have to router out for the raised edge on the battery box. And you know what, maybe not a good idea to box that in, but how often do you have battery issues? So, and when I have mechanical issues with this truck, it needs to be towed anyways, so that's the route I'm gonna go. But there we have it, 2 pieces down. Let's keep her going. All right, guys, it's kind of the next day here. I'm still working on the wood decking for the truck. My idea of using some PL adhesive is not really working. It's just not setting up and not really bonding the wood together as I thought it would. So I'm coming up with another plan. I went to the store today and picked up some C-channel for, actually it was on sale today, so a good find, aluminum C-channel. So I plan to kind of box in the edges of the cuts to give it a nice crisp aluminum look. But in the meantime, I'm going to zoom in here, show you what I'm doing. It's actually working well. I think it's going to sturdy up the wood for joining each of the pieces. Let's take a look here. I've got a mess going on here, limited workspace, but what I'm doing here is using, I believe, 2.5-inch wood screws. I'm pre-drilling a hole, a very small diameter, just because this is really hard wood, and then notching out to countersink the screw so that it's flush, and then my C-channel will go over top. So I've already done a pilot hole here for this, just to allow the threads to work through this harder wood. I'll do my larger drill hole for the screw head, and we'll sink one in here and see how this holds up. Well, I have been chipping away at this for a while now, and it is kind of no longer fun, I'll admit that, but it is coming along. It's not really turning out as easy as I thought it would be, but regardless, it is, I think it's going to work for what I'm trying to do here. So I'll show you where we're at here. I haven't bothered filming all the drilling and screwing the wood together and everything. I'm sure that would be kind of boring to watch, but I'll show you kind of an update here. So here we are. I mean, it's not perfect, but it is repurposing the wood from the 60 for the 61. So I'm happy with it. I've used the wire brush on top. I think what I'm going to do is maybe clean it up, wash it, let it dry. I might try putting some linseed oil on. I've been kind of reading about that, more of a protectant, or I don't know, it'll help it last a little bit longer. But I've been, like I said, been drilling little holes and angling screws in just to kind of secure it as best I can. I mean, it's still kind of going like this along the way, but it's just going to be sitting on top of the deck. So I think I've got about 50 inches of length complete. So I think I need about 60 to 65 to get up to here. And then, like I said, I'm gonna have to notch out for these rivets just so that sits flush on the rails. So I think the next section I'll show you will be when we get close to actually laying it on here and seeing how it looks. So stay tuned. Thanks. All right, this is coming together a lot better than I thought now, because I'm very fortunate. My neighbor brought over his router, and we ran some lines to accommodate the C-channel, and this aluminum on the decking will match, hey Jazz, will match the aluminum tank. So it is going to look pretty stellar. We've got to add in 2.5 more pieces.
Hey Jazz, what you doing, Jazz? All right, we are making progress here. We've got a routered edge about 1/2 inch in, 1/8 of an inch deep. That will accommodate the nice finished edge of the C-channel aluminum here. It's looking pretty good. So we are chipping away at that, and let's keep going.
All right, guys, this is like weeks later, but this is going to be one video, but in typical fashion, I extend my projects by many days and many hours and puddle away at it as I have time. So I'm lost on what I've taken for video footage, so the editing might be a little choppy, but bear with me. We're gonna flip the camera around and take a look at where I'm at today. We're getting close, like this first section's almost done. Let's take a look. All right, hey Jazz, let's get closer to the beast. So here we have it. It is looking pretty slick in my opinion. I have utilized the aluminum channel to kind of match the fuel cell. I don't know. As you can see, it's a little bit raised. I need to router out some of the rivet holes on the top of the frame so that this thing sits a lot more flush on the rails, and then we will find some strategic holes in the frame to bolt through and secure this deck. And I'm also going to put stainless steel screws, maybe one every 2 or 3 boards, to give it some rigidness on the sides. But this is exciting. You know, I repurposed the grain wood from this guy, cut it to size, and pieced it all together, tongue and groove. I mean, it's going to be strong when it's on here, and I'm excited because I'm going to hopefully, one of my little ideas is to or little grandioso ideas, let's call it what it is to haul the 2 bikes that I found from a farmyard, or that I purchased. I don't think they're running, but more yard art than anything. But I want to see, I'm going to test a little idea if I can bolt one of those bikes, or load up one of those bikes on this deck once I get her all shined up and looking all snazzy, and see if we can sell something off the back of this truck. There's my crazy business idea. So I'll take that bike to a Cars and Coffee, put some signage on it, and see if we can sell her off the back of the truck and have some fun with that. So that's how I roll, and that's my crazy idea, and we'll test it out. But anyways, this is where we're at, and I've got to cut one final piece to fit in here and screw that into that second last board, and then linseed oil, take off the channels, linseed oil the edges, and then adhere this aluminum channel to the side, and then bolt it down to the deck. So a lot of little steps left, but it's coming together. So that is the update for now. Stay tuned. Today is finally the day we are applying the linseed oil. We have all the routering done. Measurements are in place. The mock-up fits good. So it's time to treat this wood with some linseed oil and get this deep tone and shine coming out. And I did pick up some galvanized hardware today to secure this platform to the truck. So we are very close. I'll set up the camera here and we'll see how this turns out as far as brush application and what kind of color we can get out of here. Stay tuned. that is the finished product with the linseed oil on. Unfortunately, the bottom side has more wider variety of color and tone. So I don't know what, I guess kind of luck of the draw here. The side that's darker and more consistent is the top. So we'll still work with it. It turned out great, and now I've got everything set up here to finally get the C channel on and get this thing permanently mounted to the truck. So let's set up the camera here and finish this thing off. Okay, a couple more. Okay, PL adhesive time. I'm going to run 3 beads, 2 in the corners and 1 down the middle, and get this first piece on. There we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay, I like that. What we're gonna do is just clamp this on so that I can put the screws in, straighten this side out. Just to get some pressure on here. 1. All right, let's start our pre-drilling with a very small bit. Alright, time to flip over to our number 3 Robertson and get these screws going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Here goes nothing. We'll put her on a little bit lower torque and then hand tighten to get the square centered. Number 14. We will go 18. Looks good, guys. Looks good. Like what I'm seeing here. One more to go on this side. All right, this is fun. Look at that, boys. Look at that. Beauty. decking project for the big blue Bandito, the original big blue Bandito. So my takeaway from the project after it's done would be the other side of this board, the underside, had the more vibrant colors and patterns. So you can see, like in here, it's all the dark consistency that would have been on the top of the other grain truck, so the underside was more preserved, more colorful, less worn. That's the only, I guess, a minor disappointment in the project, but you know what? It still, in my opinion, looks really good. It's going to give me a nice flat surface to haul, and we have our Honda Cub. We have some other little treats that we're gonna tote around on the old Big Blue. So thanks for tuning in, and I just wanted to take a moment to thank everybody. For some reason, you know, I just kind of launched the channel not too long ago, and it was something I intended to do for several years. And you know, the ironic part of this is the first 3 walk-around videos that I did, or I guess when I started getting into the vehicle content and did the walk-arounds on the trucks, those just seemed to take off. So it's definitely given me a sense of pride, and I feel really good that you guys have found the channel. And you know, I wish I would have maybe started that journey sooner, but regardless, I just wanted to give everybody a big thanks. And you know, we're getting our hours up there on watch time, so just trying to grow that subscriber count. So again, if you enjoy these trucks and some of the small projects that I hope to continue on with, please feel free to subscribe or pass it along to your fellow friends that are truck enthusiasts and might enjoy the content as well. The thing I really like about this hobby is, you know, when you get into acquiring one of these trucks, there's so many little small projects that you can think up and work on that, you know, take a lot of time and just keep you busy with being creative and enjoying the hobby. So I encourage you guys all, you know, if that's something you're thinking of, give it a shot. It's a blast. So anyways, I'm going to check out for now. Okay. So anyways, thanks guys. Talk to you soon.